Our tale begins with a light in the sky, a lone shooting star sailing through the heavens of Itire, a world full of wonders, marvelous and mysterious dangers. This was not an ordinary celestial phenomenon, but rather an entity searching desperately for something it could not even name. It sailed over vast dark mountains and roved in deep swaths of ever-present snow. And above the dwellings of the hardscrabble folk who dare dwell in the shadows of such looming stone giants. It sailed on toward the city slick with new paint and rain, the city that was dominated as much by authority as it was the shadows of its people's past. The light began to feel the stirrings of despair, for no matter where it went or what it saw, nothing seemed to be enough to fill the void within itself. Even the sky through which it traveled, full of beautiful stars and glittering galaxies, proved to be of no comfort to the lone comet. In desperation, the light felt itself calling out, seeking an answer, and finding nothing. Only the silence of the heavens surrounding it. And in that moment, it knew the name of the ache within itself. Loneliness. That was the word that came to it. As if floating up from a deep well, tormented by the knowledge, the star dove down, down, out of the empty sky, seeking a cure for such an emotion. What the light desired was nothing alien or strange, but a simple wish for friends, something longed for by many before it, and countless since. And so, with the star's fall, the curtain rises on this tale of loneliness and friendship, desperation and love, despair and hope. I could have sworn this is where that comet landed. Admittedly, it's been an excellent distraction from recent setbacks, but perhaps What is this? Sparks. I thought this mist was a simple meteorological phenomenon, but being near it gives me an overwhelming feeling of anguish and dread. What on ethery is this? Uh, Whatever it is, it appears to be advancing rapidly, so I believe the best plan for me is to retreat more rapidly. Need to escape from the mist. Hold it down to move faster. You're right. Or wait, what on earth are you? I I don't know. It's all so blurry. I don't know where I am or how I got here. Well, you're up and talking, so I suppose that's something. But you're translucent and quite peculiar. Are you perhaps a ghost? I, I don't know. I don't remember anything before just now except inside the mist I felt so alone. It was horrible. Pain, fear. It hurt so badly, like I was being torn apart, scattered in all directions. But then I heard something. A voice. Your voice? It sounded like it was coming from somewhere else, somewhere less painful. So I followed it. This is a bit forward, but there was something that fell from the sky and struck this area a few weeks ago. I wonder if that might have been you. But I beg your pardon. I'm Da Vinci, inventor, scientist, and I must thank you for clearing that mist, possibly saving both of our lives. I don't know if it would kill, but that feeling might be worse than death. Um, but you're very welcome. I'm just glad I could help. The mist is closing in again. You need a name, but now's not the time for formalities. Can I just call you Ghost from now? I guess that's okay. Clearly not my best work, but there's no time. Let's hurry. It's a really cute game. Oh, oh no, that block's in the way. Push clear. Okay. I like the combat. Sparks, that was incredible. But what just happened? I don't know. It felt like we joined. Sorry, it was an accident. No need to apologize. We're quite the duo. Two minds, one will. Oh dear, the mist is right behind us. Let's move. Is that a chest? A salad. Can't climb them. Looks like someone else is trapped out there. Can we help them? Oh, delightful. Two more people. Or a person and a thing. Did you have any plans to die today? Because it looks like that's what about to happen. Don't give up quite yet, good sir. My companion and I may be able to alleviate the danger somewhat. Excuse me? If that isn't exactly inspiring a rush of confidence and goodwill in my heart. However, I believe we will require some assistance, unless you would prefer to sit and await death rather than aid our endeavors. Alright, alright. Let's get ourselves out of this mess. Mr. Fox. Oh, that's a shame. I'm a ghost, but I can't go through. Um, I need to think this through. I messed up. Ah, I never liked this forest much, but that awful mist is something new. Indeed, these woods are certainly full of peril, especially with that miasma. It may be that cooperation is the key to our survival. Yeah, I'm not wild at the thought of company, but you got a point, and I guess I owe you. Why, I wouldn't dare to imagine it on such grim, transactional terms. I'm simply proposing an alliance to see us safely through this wood. But if we are to be companions, I'm Da Vinci, inventor, mechanic, and astronomer, and this is my new friend Ghost. Huh. I'll admit I wasn't paying much attention back there, what with our lives in danger, but you're a strange kind of thing, aren't you? Um, excuse me? I'm not a thing. I don't know what I'm exactly, but please don't call me that. Fair enough. Sorry about that. You can call me Mr. Fox. That should do well enough for our purposes. Even though you helped me out of that situation, I know the Crinklewood well, and you seem like you could use a guide. That would be marvelous. But what brought you here to begin with, if may I ask? Not that it wouldn't be fun to chat about our lives, but we're not exactly out of harm's way here. Oh, Gears, you're quite right. Let's hurry and be on our way then. Aha, it seems this area is blessedly free from that awful mist. I believe we should be safe. At least for now. What a charming little spot. It's just a place to recuperate after a battle and chat with one's companions. An old foxtray rest spot, made for any wandering folk to have a safe place to put their feet up for a while. They're pretty much all over Eatery. How thoughtful. I, for one, could honestly use a break. Do you think it's safe to have a bit of a sit down for a while, Mr. Fox? Yeah, I don't see why not. You on board, Wisp? Betting you don't really need things like rest, but us mortals, suckers, aren't so lucky. Sure, I'm happy to take a break whenever you need, and I'll keep an eye out for more spots like this. Reach the first rest spot achievement. Oh my god, this is like Baldur's Gate. It's, while you're at the campsite, you can chat with others and strengthen relationships with them. That's cute. My goodness, I can still feel myself tingling from that joining before the fight. Truly a remarkable experience. It's interesting. Nice to be faster, hit harder, and all that, but I'm not a big fan of feeling like there's a passenger in my head. I promise I'll never read your thoughts or anything. I don't even think I can. Being joined for me is more feeling impulses and echoing them. Dear me, I'm sorry not to have asked earlier, but how are you, Ghost? You seemed a little overwhelmed after that first battle. I can handle it. Thanks, but I think I did pretty well. It was tricky to learn how to interact with the physical world. So, you're really that new to all this, but you adapted that quickly? That's pretty impressive. Unfortunately, between the mist and those exiles roaming around, we need to use every advantage we've got, including that power of yours, Wisp. Right, I'll do my best. I hope that will work. Of course it will, Ghost. Why, with your skills, my wits, and Mr. Fox's swiftness, I'm certain we'll be unbeatable. Easy, Bun. A little confidence is helpful. Too much, and we'll end up in a way more trouble than we need to. Let's keep our eyes open. Okay. Your decisions impact the relationship between ghosts and companions. Earning relationship points for the characters involved. Different choices can speed up certain relationships. Da Vinci, I was thinking that I still have no idea of who I am, and it's, uncomfortable. My goodness, you're right. I'd completely forgotten. We've got to find out who you are. Let me think. This is a crisis. Not only must we find your lost identity, but a terrible mist is swiftly spreading through the forest. Someone must know how to stop it. And who do you think will be able to help you there, Bun? We're not exactly in a metropolis here. No big centers or learnings around. Hmm. I actually don't know that many people. Let me think. Noelis Ark. Last I heard, he was headed to Alcoralium. He must be there now. He's the wisest person in the world. He's got to know what to do. Hold it. You want to go see the Herald? That means you'd have to go through the whole bloody forest. That's not the only way. There's a way through Melporta, a tunnel built with great skill by a friend of mine that leads straight to Arcolarium. I know that tunnel, Ban, but the only running it isn't exactly welcoming to visitors. I beg your pardon, but I'm certain my friend will leave a safe passage. I'm not fond of Noelis or his batty religion, but at least Arcolarium is a way better place to be than here. Alright, Ban, we'll try your idea. Very well. Before you know it, we'll be strutting along in safety on our way to the lovely town of Arcolarium. I hope Noelis can help with the mist, and with me, if he has time. I'm certain the Herald will be delighted to meet you. How could he not be? Let's shake out our wings and get going. I should probably check the right side. If there's any chests laying around. Yep. It's closed. Hmm. Looks like the exiles are starting to take our intrusion into their territory more than a little personally. What do we do? Can we turn back? We can't turn back, can we? Now that they've noticed us, not an option. Just try not to get stabbed, alright? Focus and watch out for their tails, just like before. Not exactly nuanced advice, but I shall of course do my best. Okay, we'll try that. I feel like I need to check the left side first. Maybe there is a chest? No chest. Let's pick up the human first. I mean, human, not a human. A new companion. An owl. Looks like an owl. What is this? Such a strange set. A bumblebun, far from the sky. A fox tray with ice in his eyes. And beside him, a unique wisp. I'm Baba Siu, huntress of knowledge, explorer of language. Adventure is my pleasure, and a treat it is to meet you, yes. My goodness, the famed scholar and adventuress. I'm Da Vinci, scientist, tinkerer, and so on. And these are my companions, Mr. Fox and Ghost. We're headed to Arcularium to see Noel's Ark and hope he can help with that horrible mist stuff and tell me who I am. A dangerous force and a hidden history. Two compelling mysteries, but of the mist, I can tell you this. It is concentrated loneliness. Dear me, loneliness. All the more reasons to stop it from hurting anyone. But how did an emotion become, well, a deadly miasma? Of this I fear I have no knowledge to share. I do not have a clue, but Noelis may indeed help you. Of here and there, he knows much. And what brings you out here to the middle of the Crinklewood, Baba? This seems like an odd place for anyone to visit, even you. Indeed, the exiles seem in a foul mood. I refused their escort, and their retort was quite crude, to wreck my transport. But they were not too proud to disallow passage to my primary goal, Galiant Castle. It may be a ruin, but the ancient works in the library are quite lavish. Alas, that I can grant you safe passage. But if you do seek knowledge, perhaps we shall meet elsewhere. Yes, yes. But to the castle I must go, and if you could, Bumblebun, Foxtray, Wisp of Air, beware the wood and the mist, the loneliness, and take care. Oh, so she doesn't join the party. That's a shame. Um, I don't know, I'm gonna go defeat the ones there. Just a little peek. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go kill the ones before, and then return here. There's the wrong button. Defeat enemies and complete quests to gain experience points and level up your characters. All characters earn the same amount of experience, regardless of their participation in battle. Okay. In a menu. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so we have the physical path and magical path. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know, like if you just choose one path, or if I can unlock all of this at some point. I'm gonna go for this for now. Oh, big chest. Handcrafted trinket. Gives RP to a specific character. So Da Vinci is physical and Mr. Fox is magical. Base attack. See. See, now it says +3 relationship points. Do they mean... Probably to level him up, the relationship, I'm guessing. Papa. Slightly raises strength. Oh, wait. Is this where I started? It is. I see. That's where we picked up the chest on the left middle. Special, the big one. Okay. Like, I don't think you can open a map just like now randomly. No, you can't. Maybe in here there was something to pick up. This is closed. This is where we met Baba. I picked up that chest. This way. Closed. Ow. I'm gonna give him some food so he doesn't die. Oh, rest point. I was just wanting to check things ahead. Oh, good. Ah, got it. I'm going to the rest point so I can heal up. But see, I'm so curious. I just wanna see ahead. Okay, we'll do the bridge thingies after the rest. Tie my ears. But it's been quite an exciting journey so far, hasn't it? Oh yeah. Not only have we been fleeing for our lives from a terrifying and mysterious miasma, but also people who want to kill us. What a party. Well, it hasn't been all bad. I've got to make both of your acquaintances and also meet a famous scholar and adventuress. Our new Paul doesn't seem to have a lot of context getting in the way of their assessment. So, what do you think, Wisp? How do you feel about the trip so far? It's been exciting. I mean, I still get worried when we're fighting, but there's so much to see, and I can't wait to meet new people. An exemplary attitude ghost. Why, if only more people approached the world with such wonder, I dare say it would be a better place. Definitely a more exasperating one, at least. Spirits save me from too many naive optimists. Say what you like, Mr. Fox, sir, but as a scientist, I find being prepared for wonder and surprise the optimal way to live. Well, regardless of the past, we have a brightful future ahead of us. Soon we shall behold the bright banners of joyful townspeople of Arcolarium. So you keep saying, me? I'll believe we can go through this tunnel fort when we set foot on the other side, and no sooner. Da Vinci, thanks again for taking me to see Noelis Ark. But what are you going to do after we see him? Well, hopefully, I will have the opportunity to spend time with my good friend Ran and acquire some supplies for my project. Just one project? I would have thought you had at least 15 going all at once. You did introduce yourself as an inventor. Of course I do, but admittedly, one stands out from the rest. A flying machine. Actually, I was going to ask about all the bumblebuns I've met have had big, fluffy wings. Guessing that isn't you. Unfortunately, no. I was born with less than optimal wings, shall we say. But the flying machine I'm making is far more grand. I plan to soar high into the air and reach my beloved home of Alto Stratus, glorious city in the sky. Sparks, the moment my invention is ready, you and I shall embark upon a voyage unlike any other. I'd be so happy to visit your hometown, Da Vinci. Yeah, I think I'll see this one out. Flying's never been my thing, Ban. But hey, send me a postcard. Let's go back here. I open that, that just takes you around. Um, there was this. Chest. Handcrafted trinket. I think this one again takes you round and round. Yes, I remember that plushie there. You know, I'm a person who has very bad orientation, so if I'll be running in circles, I apologize. Ooh. Find the first flower achievement. Magentalia. It's an epic item. Permanently raises magic. A radiant star-shaped flower, this plant seems almost supernatural. Petals fluttering in breezes that no one can feel. Well, he's magical, so I'm giving that to him. I almost missed that. I feel like okay, wait. Do they have a key? No. Didn't. Was there a key laying around that I didn't see? There's somewhere I haven't gone. Oh, can't go up there. I'm gonna run through it one more time. Just to see if I missed something. That was the flower. It will bring me around from where I came from. Maybe I'll have to return to the spot. So here is that path, and there was a locked door. Oh, in your travels you'll encounter residents seeking aid, marked by an icon above their head. Friends, you are friends, yes? Surely you can help a poor, unfortunate merchant who had to toss aside their goods when waylaid by most awful bandits. It's a very weird way of placing words. I cannot confront those exiles myself and demand my goods be returned. But if you are brave and kind, could you recover them and bring them back to me? I would hate for you to have to go home empty-handed, but we'll see what we can do. In the quest page, press X to track or untrack quests. Okay. Hmm. But I still need that key, don't I? Wait, I'm gonna go check down here. Saw something. Now? A ring. Slightly raises health. Okay. So where was that locked door leading then? I'm very confused now. I've done that. Ooh, new enemies. Lost goods. Okay, that's the quest complete. I didn't find any key, but maybe he gives me a key as a reward. Here you go. I'm guessing these are yours. Yes, indeed. May the stars grant you blessings, friend. But here is my own gift to grant. May it serve you well. What did I get? Quest to the experience. I guess we'll get back to it. I'm gonna continue. Oh, wrong way. Does he sell anything? Aha! The fortified gateway. I previously mentioned my friend should be happy to let us through the to Arcularium. Observe. Hello, Ran. It's me, Da Vinci. Just like I'd heard, nobody gets through that passage. I doubt this friend of yours is going to bend that rule for us. Preposterous. He's a fellow inventor. Of course he would. Hmm. Wisp, the door shouldn't be a problem for you. Think you can phase through and tell us what's on the other side? Alright, I'll try. No, going through things feels so awful. And I'm so alone here. I can't be alone. Not again. It's alright, Wisp. I'm not really sure what that would have gotten us anyhow, but I think we've exhausted our options here. Nonsense. Perhaps I simply need to apply more force to my knocks. Hello, Ran? Are you there? See? I told you that would work. We should be headed to Arclarium in no time at all. I don't know there, but sound was coming from behind us, not in front of us, and it didn't sound friendly to me. Um, whatever it is, it's almost here. Big boss. What is that thing? Sparks. That seems like my friend's creations. A trommeling, but a giant one is new to me and it's so impressive. Hello, fantastic automaton. It's me, Da Vinci. I'm a friend of your creator. Is is it friendly? I highly doubt it, and I don't think it intends to let us leave either. Oh, well, I imagine you're a busy fellow indeed. I hate to take up any more of your time, so perhaps you could let us go? I don't know what's happening. They were never aggressive like this before. So glad we came here. Clearly your friend thinks so highly of you that he sent out his best creation to smash us. I guess if we try to work together, we might be able to get out of this situation. Hitting enemies with base attacks or skills will charge the ghost bar. When the ghost bar is full, you can unleash the ghost power. Mm. I wanna try that. Oh. I need to get better at dodging. Out, out. Uh, I missed. That. Okay. That was really good damage. Frost my ears. I had no idea Ghost had that kind of power. Or whatever it is you are. I have no clue how I did that. I felt your presence, as if we were one being, and a really strong energy that I needed to use it. Well, I applaud your good judgment in doing so, and clearly, Mr. Fox, our skill work exceptionally well when they're combined. I'd say what's most clear here is that regardless of whether your friend wants us there or not, we can't go through Melporta. Sparks. It appears we need to take a secondary route after all. Through Galiant Castle? Papa Siu is crazy enough to go through there because she knows the exiles won't hurt her, but we're not that lucky. But we've made it this far, and you've seen what we can do when we work together and focus on an objective. We're unstoppable. Fine, I still owe you. And it's not like I've got a better plan or anything to go back to, and that fox suggests trouble ahead. Not exactly the enthusiasm I was hoping for, but I shall take it. Come, friends, let's redirect our steps to Galant Castle and Arcularium beyond. I guess that was all there. I'm still upset about that key. No trespassing unless you wanna go in and never come out. No, that's a threat, not an invitation. By the only one. What a view. This vista is so tremendous. It almost makes the danger to get here all worth it. Yeah, scenes like this give you a sense of how big the world really is. That we only see such a fraction of it every day. It's new to me, but somehow familiar. Like I can feel all the memories that have been made here, grouped together. Yet this experience stands alone. Yes, why that's it, a group. Our little group has done so much. Why we deserve a name, something bigger than each of us individually. A guild. What? That's a group of people practicing the same trade. We are all completely different, almost in every single way. Yet we're all bound together by a goal to find out what's causing that awful mist, loneliness, and stop it, no matter what stands in our path. We're singular in our pursuit, defying the odds. With all that in mind, I believe there is no choice but to call us the Lonesome Guild. Such a pretty game. I think it's really well made. That's. I'd say it doesn't even make sense, but being that this is from someone who named a ghost Ghost, I shouldn't be surprised. Sparks, I'm terribly sorry. I haven't even thought to re-evaluate your name now that we're out of danger. Have you any ideas of what you'd prefer? I guess I kind of like it how it is. I mean, Mr. Fox is obviously not his name, but it works. Why not Ghost for me? Splendid. Ah, it feels fantastic to have that sorted. Ghost and the Lonesome Guild. Hey, I never agreed to. You know what? Forget it. I'm not going to waste my time arguing with dolts. Let's just get moving. Indeed. Lovely as this scene is, we've got quite a journey ahead of us. Lonesome Guild, let's go. But guys, that key is bothering me. Where do I get a key? What did I miss? Welcome to Galine Castle. Be welcome in the presence of His Majesty, the King. Obey the laws of the land and the only one. By the only one. Would you look at this place? Despite the wear and tear, this castle is in remarkable shape. Um, who's this only one you keep talking about? Well, the only one is the supreme being of Eteri, who watches over all of its people, and Noelis Ark is their herald. Every 100 years or so, a chosen one is selected from each of the kin of Eteri and elevated to godhood to watch over and guide their people. They call that the Ascension, but that's enough theology for now. We should get moving, and let's hope the inside of the castle is as free of scorch marks as the outside. Scorch marks? Is that why it's abandoned? What happened here? A lot of grim events took place in Galant Castle, Wisp. You'll probably learn more than you want to as we pass through it. Spike Bloom permanently raises a character's maximum health. The exotic bloom of this marvelous spiny-leaved plant. Okay, so I used one on this one, so I'll use one on this one now. I'm sure we'll find more plants around the way. Chest. Salad. Map. I'm guessing that I must have missed something in the previous map. Maybe I didn't go somewhere for that key. I feel like that's gonna be bothering me for a long time. Galiant, crowned, sculpt. Haura Corbidler, giant's noble form, commemorating the moment His Majesty accepted the crown and rose from knight to king. Who is this guy? Hope he's not dangerous. Eyes open, look really strong. Oh, goodness, pardon us. We didn't mean to intrude. A Scalemoid warrior? That's unusual. You working for the folks squatting here, stranger? No, I'm Sapalan, and these foes have attacked me a few times already. But they cannot stop my quest to reach. Quest? You're on a quest too? Yes, I seek my sister. She vanished from our village some time ago, and her trail has led me towards Arcolarium. Is he gonna join our party? Sparks, we're on our way there as well. We're hoping to speak to Noel's Ark about this mist business and see if he can help our friend Ghost here. The Herald is in Arcolarium. I was one of the previous chosen and would ask him of the failed ascension, and perhaps he can help me find my sister. Sadly, this door, the path out to this castle to Arcolarium, is closed tight. Even with all my strength, I cannot budge it. There must be a way to open it around here. Let's go find the key we need and open the door. Then we can get to Arcolarium. I must remain here, as I cannot risk missing my sister if she comes this way. But if I may aid with answers, ask me whatever you wish. Let's see. Okay. Do you guys think that key is gonna be the same as the other key? I'm definitely gonna try it when I get it. Well, it's nice to relax. And this fire is so pleasant. But you can't even feel warmed. Why would you care about fires, Wisp? I think it's pretty. It's really nice to look at. Even if it's not around for long. Wouldn't have thought someone without any connection to this world to enjoy how it looks. And how fleeting things can be. Must our conversation turn dark? Why don't we focus on our fortunate position? halfway through the crinkled wood, warm and safe. I take issue with the word safe, being that this is an enemy stronghold, but fine. It's nice to be warm, whatever the reason. Argument resolved. That was easy. So, what do you think is waiting for us deeper in those ruins? Excellent question. This is a relic of a great age of castles. After all, incredible frescoes, intricate stonework, not to mention a lot of security, probably based on knowledge of the noble houses. A lot of big egos in that era. Fortunately, I am somewhat of a scholar of that time period and the Suriliquil nobility. Should a puzzle try to halt our progress? Well, any trivia of a great Surliquil houses will quickly fall to my intellect. So I'll be relying on the Bumblebun being a big nerd to get us through this place. I'm oddly comforted by that. Why, thank you. I choose to take that as a compliment. Mr. Sapalan? Please, it's simply Sapalan. What do you wish of me? So you can ask this Herald Noelis Arc. What do you know about him? I'm going to go see him as well and hope he can help me. An incredible being, he was chosen by the Only One, themselves to guide the people, and there is no being on Eteri older or wiser than he. It is his duty to travel across the world, offering guidance and grace to the believers, and seeking the chosen ones for the next ascensions. Thus, my hurry, I hope to catch him before he leaves Arcolarium. Hopefully the Only One will favor us both, and be their herald await our arrivals. I keep hearing the word ascension, but what does it mean? Please forgive my shock. I had heard ghosts lack memories, but did not know this extended to the nature of the world. I will try to explain. Every century, the Only One chooses one of each kin. Suliquils, Scalemoids, Aster, my goodness, these words, Pelicans, Foxtray, and Bumblebuns. Noelis' arc takes them to the Only One, to be elevated into deities, the new guides of their people. At least that is how things are supposed to go. Do you wish to know about something else? Failed ascending. What went wrong with the last ascension? I I do not know. I remember traveling to Espiritu Ori, the holy city, and seeing the chosen of the other peoples. I recall a warm, bright light being accepted into its glow, then a sudden darkness and a feeling like my mind being torn apart. I awoke outside my village and was accepted back, but shortly afterwards, my sister went missing, and that has occupied my mind ever since. Why are you looking for your sister? Do you think she's in danger? No, I do not. She's a skillful combatant, and fate has chosen her for a great purpose. I have been chosen to protect and support her. I had just returned to our village shortly before she vanished. I do not know why she would have left. I can only imagine it was for some dire reason. My sister is not here with the heralds seeking their wisdom? Then I will simply ask their advice for where to look for her next. That's all. I think I better go now. Thanks for talking with me, Sapalan. Alright, let's go find that key. Aha! One of the rumored puzzles of the castle era. Surliquils. Fascinating. Do you think the folks here keep the mechanism in proper working order? Not sure, but I have a feeling you'll get to ask them if we hang around here too long. Oh, really? Do you think they'd want to detail their maintenance techniques? What I meant was, if we stay here too long, enemies will show up and try to kill us. Then it's definitely time to put our heads together and make sense of this puzzle. Puzzles. So we have... I will call this the sun, the wind, the sun, the water. This fresco depicts the sacred symbols of the four spirits: air, earth, fire, and water. Okay, so it's air, earth, fire, and water, representing their roles as the first deities of Etheria who shaped all its kin. The fox is the water. Do I just have to put them in the same order as this is? Maybe? If it's not gonna be like that, I will do it mirrored. That was easy. Any chests? No. Let's move on. I see a chest that I can't get to. Da, da, da. And another locked door. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's an absolute maze. Came from here. I'm so gonna get lost. When you open the door, kindly leave the key. I would prefer to take the key. Our troops keep being left out here for days, and I'd very much like that to stop. Locked. Hmm. What's that? I suppose it's too much to hope that it's friendly. I wouldn't count on being that lucky, Ban. Be ready for anything. Yeah, that doesn't sound friendly to me. We should get ready for a fight. I want to check if I can unlock that other door with that same key. No. These are gonna be so tricky. Like, I'm gonna keep checking all the leave files. Just do not miss anything. Hmm. I don't think he can interact with this thing. Oh, I can't pull it. No, I can't. Um, I know. I know. Yes. No. Knifeys. Increases defense. There must be. Oh, is that a hidden door? Yeah. I just wanna check for chests in here. Nothing there. Here we commemorate the loyal service of Sir Crusting. who stood protecting the royal treasures, until the day he passed into the Only One's embrace. Which candelabra permanently raises magic defense. Let's go in that secret room. Big chest. Ignited ring. Is it auto-saving or... This fresco depicts the legendary appearance of the Only One eatery and its selection of Noel's Ark to be its herald. A painting representing the unification of the peoples of Terrio under the faith of the Only One, as Noelis spread their gospel across the known world. Miss you. It's so good to see you. You too. I suspected I would, but I gathered this was an unexpected path, and you would have rather gone elsewhere than risk the exile's wrath. True enough, the bun here tried to get us through that protected passage, but his friend there didn't seem to want us to let us in. We're hoping to make it through to Arcolarium still, but the gate leading out is locked. You seek the key. A daunting mystery. I wish I could simply pluck it from a dusty shelf, but I feel if you continue, an answer will present itself. Excuse me, Miss Siu, but what is that light behind you? Wherever I turn, I feel like it's trying to get my attention. A light? Unless I'm mistaken, that's just an unlit brazier. A light draws the spirit's eye. How fascinating. Why, don't sit there debating it. I say, find out why it burns so bright that it can't be denied. A capital idea. Let's investigate, Ghost. I will be at your disposal for any physical labors you require. Thank you, Da Vinci. But this puzzles me. Do you know anything about that strange light, Mrs. Yu? I suspect it may be connected to the spirit themselves. Oh, okay. Does that mean I'm connected to them too? Ah, we all are, my dear, as we are all their creations. But this is a skill newly found. Yes, yes. You may discover more uses as you travel around. Ghosts can interact with these special altars in order to use a ghost light. When the light is active, ghosts can reveal elements from the distant past that are now lost. Move too far away from the altar and ghosts will lose the ghost light. Water and earth. Was it water, earth, air, and fire? Earth, air, and fire. No? So let's go air, fire, water, earth. I still wanna check the other doors that were up there. Not here. So I've been in that big library. Went through that hallway. There was one more door somewhere. Copper headband. Wait, didn't I just equip that? There we go. That was close. Well, this has certainly been quite a unique adventure. Dangerous fights amongst ancient architecture. How thrilling. I prefer my adventures to be more sedate, but it has been an interesting trek so far. How's it been for you, Wisp? Me? Well, something about the paintings in this castle make me feel strange. It's hard to describe. Most interesting. I suggest you delve into those feelings. It might provide some clue as to your true identity. Seeing the painting made me feel safe, like I do when I'm here with you both, or when I think of past times we've rested like this. Ah, a sense of serenity and peace. Not unusual, especially if you were someone with strong faith in the only one. Or it's comfort like a bedtime story or a stuffed animal. You know, as adult it's all fake, but cling to it is a last resort. I think your takes on this have been rather dark, Mr. Potts. You seem determined to turn Ghost Tale into a tragic one. Just calling it like I see it, and this is all speculation anyway. I don't mean to cause a fuss. It's all still a jumble. If things become clearer, I'll let you both know, I promise. This place certainly has a lot of security. It seems like it was attacked a lot, but by who? The Felicans. Another of the kin of Eteri. Large bodies, wide ears, and a lantern-like protrusion from their foreheads. They dwell on the Heartstruck Plain and were a long-time foe of the Surrequils, especially during the Age of Castles, and they're also more than a little aggressive and very short-tempered. Let's hope we don't run into any. It's not likely to end well. So, why did the Falicans hate the Surrequils so much? Sparks and Stars, that's quite the inquiry there. It started in short version, generations of bad blood. Surliquils built into Felicans' territory. Pelicans raided Surliquil settlements, and so on. I suppose that does hit the high points, but at the cost of so much nuance. Okay, I'm gonna continue this tomorrow, some other day. It's a nice game with interesting story. I like the combat and the art style, and I don't know, I'm curious what's next. Okay, bye, guys. See you later. Bye bye.